Hey everybody, this is John from Purple Sorcerer Games, and this is our final tutorial video for the Crawler's Companion, and it basically covers everything else. As we just showed in the spells screen, the action is very, very similar in the critical screen. You have the same style, scrolling, flicking, moving up and down list box, which shows all the different varieties of critical hits available and the charts. Again, you click on the name of the critical you'd like to roll, and then it'll automatically roll it using the settings up here. You can adjust the mods using the large buttons, just like in the spell mode. You can choose the critical die that you're using for the critical hits, and it has where you can enter the luck modification. It has the 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. That's for some very rare style of monsters, which are very, very powerful and increase the number of dice used for the critical roll. But for most situations, it just stays on ×1. Just like in the spell lookup, you can have lookup mode, so you're capable of rolling your own dice for your critical, setting the number, and then just clicking on the crit, and then it just works as a lookup feature, saving you tons of time. A very similar thing on the Fumble screen. It has the buttons, the different styles of fumbles. The fumble die only works for rolling up fumbles when you're using corruption, greater corruption, spell misfire, deity disapproval. Those things are all figured out automatically by the chart, so the fumble die doesn't come into play, or the disapproval dice is only used on the disapproval. But then the other mods and the luck mod will then work on everything. And you can also, again, choose to look up mode. Select your number, click on your chart, and it'll automatically roll it. And like in the spell, you can scroll left or right to show differing results under those settings. So that's criticals and fumbles. The final option on the navigation is the tools button, which actually has 3 different sections in it. It has in the middle, it comes in by default to a reference section, and it has a big list where you can scroll. And these are just look up for rules and things from the rule book. There's a classes section, which gives you information that's specific to class abilities. There's your combat, and then there's your general information. And you just click on it, and it takes you to, and it gives you information from the rule book. So it's a quick lookup ability for when you need to know about a rule right in the middle of a game session. The About will then show information about the creation of the Crawler's Companion and also what version you're running. And then the last menu option across the top is the generators, and there's quite a few in here. These are just specific. You can click on them and it'll be like the generators, similar to the kind of things I have on the Purple Sorcerer Games website. There's a 0-level character generator. When you click, then it'll go and it'll roll up a character for you. And you can either click here to copy the data onto the clipboard, which then you can paste into a text program, or if you click on email inside your mobile devices, it'll automatically launch, or even on here, it'll automatically launch your email program, and it'll put all the information in, and you can just click send, and you can send it to yourself if you need to. But you can do that for rolling up your characters, and you can just click on the reroll button and it'll reroll characters within this screen. You can also roll up characters using some different occupation sources, or also using 4 die 6 and dropping the lowest as opposed to the normal 3 die 6. It also has where you can create random demons and random dragons, random magic swords, and random mercurial magic. So it has a number of these generators in there that they're just like these quick, useful tools, and they have that same method. You click on a type 4 demon, it rolls up the demon, and you can either copy the data or email it to yourself. Just quick, useful little tools that you can access while you're in the middle of running a game session, and it's all built right in. And so those are all of the features that are contained in the Crawler's Companion. At this point, it actually has more in it than I originally envisioned. So it's largely feature complete. I mean, there might be a few updates and options in the future, but In general, I'm thrilled with where the crawler is, and I'm also so thrilled with hearing from all those who rely on this tool and have gotten great use out of it over the years. I appreciate everyone that has supported me in the development of the crawler and that has really made it possible to access and gain new devices to test on and to provide the Mac that I was able to create for iOS in the first place, and just really want to say thanks to everybody who has made this tool possible. Thanks so much.